Ways of Recovery from the Recovery Learning Series at SupportNet.ca. Resources for your recovery.
Recovery is learning to enjoy life without the use of alcohol or drugs that alter mind or mood. It is treatment for the condition of addiction, an approach to the challenges of life, and a path to personal growth. Recovery requires us to learn about the true nature of addiction. It may be personalized, but it has its necessary principles and its ways. The principles of recovery provide direction to the choices that we face each day. The ways of recovery provide us with tools that help us to heal and to enjoy life on life's terms. This learning seminar introduces the ways of recovery, what you need to know, and how these ways can help you to enjoy life on life's terms today. Choice of ways. The ways of addiction lead to conflict, crisis, and commotion in life. Secrecy and dishonesty disconnect us from others. Avoidance and blame reduce our abilities. Fear takes hold, and personal vitality is worn away. Relations are strained, and balance lost. The short-term relief of alcohol and drugs take their toll on mind, brain, and body. The ways of recovery offer the means to heal, to regain our strength, and to learn how to grow in our personal condition. The ways of recovery counteract the sick tendencies of addiction, allowing us to reconnect within ourselves and with others. Each time that we submit to the pressured ways of addiction, we weaken our condition and bring stress to our lives. Each time that we replace the tendencies of addiction with the healing ways of recovery, we empower ourselves and take one step towards a satisfying life. Active addiction leaves us deflated in energies and often facing an apparent mountain of problems. Recovery does not say to struggle with all of the issues and events of the past right now. Recovery is learning a new way to live today. It is about taking a stand in this moment of doing things differently and reclaiming our energies now. As we learn to live in the day, the principles and ways of recovery help us to meet its challenges as they arrive, one day at a time. And as we learn to face today's life on life's terms, we stepwise grow in our ability and power over and beyond the same issues that once seemed to overwhelm. The ways of recovery. A first way of recovery is to step out of the isolation of addiction and to connect with others who can help us. Recovery support group, a crisis line, doctor, or counselor. Any of these may be a first step in connecting with those who can help. Recovery also encourages us to get honest with ourselves and with others. Talk about what is really going on. Where am I at in my life right now? What is the most pressing challenge of my day today? All of the issues, secrets, and wrongdoings of the past do not matter today. What matters is that you begin to talk honestly about what is happening with you right now. Recovery then encourages us to listen to the experience and feedback of others. Addiction closes the mind. It hears but does not listen. Addiction tells us that we are different from others, so different that their experience does not apply to us. But recovery is about opening ourselves, about learning to relate and to reflect on what we hear from those who are living a life to which we aspire. Talk is important to recovery, but listening is vital. There's a great deal to learn. One day at a time and keep it simple are common phrases to hear in recovery. Healing can only occur right now. There is always an issue in our life that can best use our attention right now. Boredom, disturbing memories from the past, unpleasant feeling, an urge to use, restlessness, self-pity, or despair. The issue of this moment is always the issue best for us to face right now. The mind of early recovery is restless, pulled to the traumas of our past and to worry for our future. Feelings are raw and exaggerated. The problems of life seem a huge mountain. impossible to climb in our weakened and demoralized condition. To take on all of the problems of the past right now risks overwhelming feeling and the urge to use, to run, and to avoid. The past is not our most pressing problem today. Issues of the past become a problem as we allow them to overtake our enjoyment of this day. Healing from the past is about learning the difference between what is past and what is now. The way of recovery is to let go of the mountain of problems, to set it aside for just one moment, to do what is necessary to address the issues of right now, to hold our balance and to enjoy our day today. Learning to stay in this moment, to deal simply with the most pressing issue of now, is the most powerful way of recovery that is possible for us to learn. The reason why recovery is possible, and why so many other ways fail to address the condition of addiction, is because of this simple truth. Healing can only occur right now. When our mind is elsewhere than in the day, it is not possible for healing to occur. The most important way of recovery is to learn that it occurs here and now, one moment and one day at a time. Recovery encourages self-talk, meditation, and prayer, ways to calm, direct, and to settle our restless mind. We talk to ourselves all the time, and it is normal to do so. But for many, the mind is occupied with sick mental habits, self-critical comments, traumatic memories, restless fantasies, and worries for the future. We are so accustomed to the mind's sick chatter that it seems normal to us. We do not much notice its occurrence or the powerful ways that it impacts our life. Recovery helps us to see how the thoughts on our mind affect the way that we feel and the choices that we make each day. It shows us how to let go of these habits and to talk with ourselves in a more reassuring manner. Meditation is learning to let go of the noise that clutters our head. It helps us to find moments of peace in the space between the restless events of our mind. Prayer may not put a new car in our driveway, but prayer provides us with a perspective on our life, and it helps to relieve us of anxiety, worry, and fear. Other ways of recovery help us to care for, calm, and express ourselves, to learn about healthy boundaries, and to step outside of troublesome personal habits. The SupportNet Learning Series helps you to learn the ways of recovery and to apply them in your life today. In summary, the principles of recovery provide direction to the choices that we face each day. The ways of recovery provide us with tools that help us to heal and to enjoy life on life's terms. By applying these to the opportunities and challenges of our day, we learn a new way to live, to heal and to grow in our person, one day at a time.
You have now reached the end of the Ways of Recovery. Look for this and other learning series topics at www.SupportNet.ca. Resources for your recovery.